Oh, what's this? Checklist for PSG. Don't know if I need instructions, but okay, let's have a look at them. Wear blue and red, not red and white. Sorted. Looking damn good too. Do not hop on Monaco team bus. Yeah, okay, we'll try not to do that. And do not go into Monaco changing rooms. Neutral stadium, this could be difficult. And what else? Win. Seems fair. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Hexagon Challenge here on Shaun Does FM. I hope you are doing well. And today we are going to play our first game in charge of Paris Saint-Germain, and it is against our former club AS Monaco in the pre-season Trophee des Champions, this time played in China at the Ho Hop People's Stadium. So another trip to Asia in the pre-season, but different team to last year. And I'm pretty sure we didn't make any mistakes hopping on the wrong team bustling into the game, because that's probably something I'd do, but we'll see how we get on. If you are looking forward to today's episode, then please do go down below, leave a thumbs up, and also remember, if you have not done so already, to hit that subscribe button and turn that notification bell on if you do enjoy the content on the channel. So, before we get into today's game, there have been a few transfers, so we'll just cover those off first. There haven't been many, to be honest, but we will have a quick look at them. So, the first things that we'll cover is we'll do the outs first, because that's most of the stuff that we've done. So first off, Daniel Simao, a player who, when we did our squad introduction in yesterday's video, which if you've not checked out, I'll leave a link in the top right corner where we go through the entire squad and things like that. He was a winger who we just probably weren't going to get enough game time to. We have loaned him out. Might have gone a bit early on that, especially if we suffer an injury, but we can always call him back. And he has gone to Valencia. Very promising winger, as we discussed yesterday, but we've got stacks of wingers here at PSG, so we didn't really need him to hang around. And another player who left on the same day was Adilson, the Brazilian striker, who didn't really look PSG quality. 9 finishing. His first touch and technique were quite good, and off the ball movement, but apart from that, not really anything special, especially for a club like this. He was a B player at best, I thought. And we sold him to Lens for 20.5 million. You can see he's now valued at 43 million New Zealand dollars. I honestly don't know how. I don't see how this guy's a good striker, but maybe he's decent as a cam or a winger. I personally don't see it, so don't mind letting him go, especially as it opens up a foreign spot, which we did fill. The other player that we did sell, though, was another 2 lens, Eric Pruvost, 1.3 million, rising up from 300,000. It is in installments. He was a 16-year-old who did not have much potential, so we just thought we'd let him go. He was hiding in the under-19s. I did not go through the second team or the under-19s yesterday when I did go through the squad. That's because there was absolutely nothing there worth showing you guys, so there's no hidden gems here. They are all in the first team, which is why I was, as I said yesterday, very surprised at the lack of numbers in the squad, so that is something that we need to get onto. So we've sold a few players, 2 of them, and loaned out Simao. Only 1 addition to date since we've been at the club. It was the striker that we went over yesterday, Benjamin Mazal, the Argentinian. We got him for 13.75, I believe it was, through his release clause from Valles, and he is now valued already at 50 million, so that is a very good transfer that we've made. You look at his potential. I went over this yesterday. For an advanced forward, he's got a lot of the blocks there already to make him very good, and he's only 19, so he should really grow. Get him in a mentoring group with someone like Mbappe, and this guy could be an absolute beast for us. So I'm very happy to have him on board, and hopefully when we do get to see him this season, he can pull off some very nice things. First time I've seen a player at one of my teams this safe with the attempts overhead kicks trait, so excited to see what he can do when he gets game time in the rotation team. Might be some interesting goals coming up in the games that we show you guys on highlights this year. But that is pretty much it that's happened at the club. We've got all our staff in more or less, so we're starting to get the scouting network rolling. I will say the other 2 midfielders that we were looking at in yesterday's episode, not as great, so we might need to do a bit more work trying to find some replacement players, and Onana, what's my name, still wants to leave. So we're trying to shop him out, but no club really wants to pay either the fee or his salary. So he might be staying even though he doesn't want to leave. So we could have some early issues here at PSG dynamics wise, but we will show you guys that because we did not do that yesterday. Team cohesion, good. Club atmosphere, excellent, as you'd expect from a team like PSG who win a lot. And our managerial support is good already. Obviously, the more time we spend here, the more that's going to go up. Albeit, if we can do a one and done like we did at Atletico Nacional here, then that would be quite good as well. Obviously, this is a team who really should be challenging for the Champions League. As we discussed yesterday, just adding a bit more squad depth, and I think we should be ready to have a real crack continentally, and that would be nice. One of the other issues down the bottom here, you will see Christopher Medina. We have offered him a new contract, and he did seem happy with it, so that will be going through shortly, so that should be an issue that disappears, but just the Onana one at the moment seems to be the main issue. But today, we're taking on our former team, AS Monaco. We will have a quick look at them because interesting stuff. They also have a new manager, so no matter what happens today, a manager will be picking up a trophy in their first competitive game at a new club, which very odd, I think it's fair to say. We have a look at them. Their manager, Le Mignon, he joined from Reims, so a very interesting appointment. Not sure what they're looking at there, but you will see his tactical style and preferred formation is essentially a dead ringer to ours, so that is interesting. I will also say that we've done some scouting since we've got here, and most of the scouts have been recommending me my old players, which is hilarious. It's like they don't even know I used to manage Monaco. It's like, hey, have you heard of this guy, Flavio Enrique? I don't know if you've heard of him, but he's really good. It's like, no shit, mate. But yeah, that's been quite hilarious, to be honest. And our parting gift that we left them, we'll just show you this guy quickly, Luis Rueda. We signed him to replace Aquaviva. We're not going to get to use him, but I don't know how this guy's not in the rotation because he is a very good centre back, probably the best centre back in the club now. He's non-EU, which is probably the issue, but geez, he looks good. I don't know how they're not starting him, but we will see what team they actually put up to face us shortly. We'll get into this game. It is in China, the Trophee des Champions. As a manager, we're looking to win this for the third time in a row. Hopefully we can get the job done in our first game in charge at PSG. And here are the team sheets. Our team, as good as we could get it. We somewhat ran through this yesterday. We've had to make a few changes because Moriba is out with the fractured skull. So João Felix moves from the wing to centre midfield, and Rashid Sidra will come in ahead of Morello. Those two very close ability-wise, but we decided Sidra was the better option. He's going to stay on the wing. But otherwise, we're at full strength, and our players are pretty close to full fitness. I will say we did have a transfer offer for Antonio Ciocelescu from Bayern Munich. It was 120 million. Look, we could have got Goron in for him for that, and as you can see, Goron's not actually starting this game for Monaco. Looks like they're playing a reasonably rotated team, which is interesting, but he is still here. We could have got Goron in for the money we would have got for Ciocelescu, but I didn't think it was worth it. He is a full star rating better, and he does look quite a bit better in stats as well. So we decided to keep hold of him despite Bayern trying to go big for him. But otherwise, look, we've got a really strong team. Looking at Monaco quickly, Alisson in goal. Otherwise, at the back, they're looking fairly solid. I think Paul Tessier is out injured, so that's why they've got Mulder and Fernandes at the back. I see they've put Ampadu into the centre-back role instead of the CDM where we had him, which is interesting. They got, it looks like a Goumet in the CDM role, which is very interesting. And they've got Flavio Enrique on a wing, along with Gabriel Fernandes, Kudus in an attacking midfield, and Quintero up top. So, very interesting formation, I think it's fair to say, from Monaco. Not what we were expecting from that previous preview, a 4-2-3-1, so it is kind of similar to what we did. They've just flipped their midfielders around. So this should be quite an interesting test for us, albeit a game that we are heavy favourites for, and we should hopefully be getting the job done and get a trophy in our first game in charge. And we are underway here in Ho Hot. We, of course, are in the blue and the red. Let's try and make sure we don't call ourselves Monaco too much today. And we are playing left to right, kicking off Monaco, of course, in the red and white. We know that. Nothing happening early on, though, after 5 minutes. Monaco on the ball now. Quintero turnover, and we're going to have to learn these PSG names quick. Probably going to be more familiar with our former team than our current team now. Mbappe on the ball, out to Aguirre, the new signing. Cedra in the box, squares one for Mbappe. Oh, the deflection. He Had a shot there, Mbappe. It got blocked, but the deflection failed him. But Alisson Becker does something he did very rarely in the games that we showed you guys last season. And then Tadibo with a header over the bar, but he actually made a save with his arms. So there's a shocker, Rory. Maybe this new coach at Monaco knows how to get Alisson in a good mood. But we do have another attack from a throw, and it is Gomez puts a ball and tries to find Cedra. Cleared away from Ampadu. Now Fernandez is going to try and beat Buck out of this, but Bucker, luckily for us, does get on the end of that. Feels a bit weird saying it, not going to lie, but we do get the ball to Argueri. He finds Cedra over to Augusto, just inside the box. Makes his way forward, straight into the side netting though, and it's still 0-0, but we're looking dangerous in the first 10 minutes. Free kick here to Monaco. Becker to take it. It's not a good kick from him. And now we get a turnover, and this is a good counter-attacking chance. Augusto making his way in the box. It's a tackle. Fernandez takes the ball away nice and cleanly, but we do get possession back. Bucker, Augusto back to Bucker. Oh, that's a gift for Cedra. Don't know what Alisson was doing positioning-wise there. And we go up 1-0 after 10 minutes. A perfect start. We built up some really good pressure there, and it paid off. Bucker in a lot of space. Puts the ball in for Augusto. You can see Alisson comes out to sort of anticipating a shot from Augusto, but switches that out to Bucker. Lofts the ball over for Cedra. And as we said yesterday, perhaps the new day Riyad Mahrez, he gets our first goal in charge of PSG, and we go 1-0 up after 10 minutes, and it's well-deserved stat-wise too. Corner to Monaco, 32nd minute. This is their first real highlight of the game. They put the ball in, and it was Guardiol who heads that away. Good aerial player, as both of our centre-backs are. And now it's Augusto on the counter. Good dribbler, makes his way forward, or gets past the slide tackle there too. Good work from him. Ball across for Medina, but the shot is blocked. It's some really good counter-attacking football from us, but unfortunately we do not get any reward for it. Although this highlight does continue. We find Bakar again, and this time it ends, and it is still 1-0, but it is now a Monaco goal kick. Alisson to take it. Pumps it deep, trying to find Flavio Henrique. Can't. Gomez heads that forward to Cedra, and he might have too much pace. He finds Mbappe. It's a tight angle, but yeah, Becker holds on to that pretty safely. Still 1-0. Absolutely dominating this first half, though. Throw into Monaco right before half-time. I say right, there's still 6 minutes to go, but these guys still looking for their first shot of the game, let alone on target. How typical would it be if they put it in the back of the net? Ball across, Almas down to Kudus. Agume. It's an absolute mess, and somehow Kudus has put that wide. Really good chance for Monaco, their first of the game, but it's still 1-0 to PSG. And we get to halftime, 1-0 at halftime. Look, we probably created enough chances there to deserve to be up by another goal here. And Monaco's chance, even though the XG wouldn't suggest it, was very good. Kudus blasting it wide, but look, we've thoroughly dominated this game, and that is a very good thing to see against a team of this quality. We know how good Monaco are and can be. They've got some very promising young players that we got into that team, so it's nothing to be sneezed at beating these guys this comfortably, albeit only one goal. They can still come back into this, but we're looking very good so far, especially considering the tactical familiarity is not really there yet, so this is definitely something we can build on. We'll get into halftime, tell the boys to see things out. We'll give them the good old "we have faith." Not sure how much this is going to work early doors in a job like this, but seems to have motivated most people, so that is very good to see. And we'll crack into the second half. João Felix only playing okay. That might be something we'll look to change in the second half. Maybe that's going to be one of our early subs. But Monaco will be kicking off, playing left to right, and hopefully we can hold on to this goal lead against them as they get on the attack early through Gabriel Fernandez. His cross block goes out to his brother from another mother, and Alvaro, and they will have a corner early, so good early chance here for Monaco. Albeit, hopefully our defenders can counter this because we should be pretty good there. Ampadu with a header just over the bar. Dangerous stuff early, but we hold our 1-0 lead. Corner to PSG, 50 minutes. Let's see if we can get something going. Mbappe tries to find Tadibo. Headed away from a Monaco player, but only out to Cedra. We look to get something going yet again. Makes his way in field. Guardiol, the centre-back who's retreating after being up for the corner. Back to Cedra, making his way forward. Puts a ball across. Antonio Augusto, good header, but just wide. And it's still 1-0. Not long after that highlight, a throw-in to Monaco. Henrique is found from the throw-in. Agume puts the ball over, but it's straight at Augusto, and we find Mbappe. Dangerous situation for Monaco. Makes his way in field. Has a shot. Becker forced into a decent save. Looked like it might be straight at him, but a decent save nonetheless. And we now have a corner that Mbappe will put in. It's Tadibo on the end of that, but straight at Alisson, and it will remain 1-0 early in the second half. Corner to Monaco, 55th minute. They're looking a bit more dangerous in the second half, it's fair to say. Fernandes puts one in, Kudus with the header, and it's in the net. Wasn't expecting that. Not sure how he was left so open, but our former team equalise against us. And to be fair, they've looked a lot more dangerous in the second half, but geez, we really should have got more than one goal in that first half. How was he so open? I don't know. And we had a guy on the far post. To be fair, it might be Cedric because he's a midget. And when it's 1-1 with half an hour to go, and we will make some changes. I'm not overly impressed with some players. Yao Felix not having a great game. I think who we'll bring on for him is Jose Acosta. And we'll also take off Augusto. His rating not that great either. So he will come on. And in terms of other options, we haven't got many left back options, I don't feel like. I know Kaiki can cover, but yeah, I think we'll leave things as they are. The other players, yeah, outside of Gomez, playing decently. So we'll make those two changes and hopefully we can get back on the front foot as it's 1-1 with half an hour to go. Goal kick to Monaco, 66 minutes gone, and Alisson boots it deep. And Vardiol does beat out Puig as you'd expect. Try and find a ball for Mbappe. It is cut out by Ampadu, and now Kudus, who got the equaliser, was left far too open at the far post. Now Morello with a turnover there after just coming on the field for Augusto. Medina out to Bakar. Plays one forward for Mbappe. Good situation for him. Good save again from Alisson. Where was this last season from him? And it's still 1-1 with 20 to go, but now we have a throw in. Bakar gives that straight away and they pump it forward to Enrique, and this is dangerous. What can Flavio do? Tadibo with a good slide tackle. Good clean tackle. Yes, that's right, referee. And we look to get something going on the counter. Morello ball forward. A nice overhead kick there. And although Acosta intercepts that and we get something going on the counter, Aguirre, the former Juventus man, up to Mbappe, back to Cedric, good pass. Look to find Mbappe again, cut out. And we will keep possession here though. Long highlight, something might be coming. Acosta, terrible pass back to Enrique. Oh dear, I don't like where this is going. Enrique making his way into the box, just inside, back to Kudus. It's a shot, it's blocked. He now looks to put a ball in, no doubt. Making his way through, it will go out for a corner. We demand more, it doesn't work in time, so let's see what happens here. This will be a kick in the teeth because stat-wise we've been absolutely dominating this game. Fernandes takes it short to Kudus, blasts one just over the bar, and it's still 1-1 with 20 to go. Corner to Monaco, up to PSG, there we go. We did it eventually, 78 minutes gone, we put it in, and Vardiol with the header, we go 2-1 up. I was just about to bring SMS on for Medina too, just to see if we could get some more height in that DM role because SMS is an absolute beast, but this is a good header from Vardiol, and Alisson beaten well and truly that time, and we get our advantage back with 10 to go. We will make that change. A bit more defensive stability I think SMS will bring here, so we'll bring him on. We might even play around with some stuff in terms of corners, but we'll see what happens. We might actually leave it because too much hassle when we've got a 1-goal lead maybe, and we'll see what happens in the last 10 minutes with a 2-1 lead. Throw into Monaco, 9 minutes left, Fernandes to Fernandes, back to Almas, making his way in field to Goumet. Oh, he's got to be offside there, Enrique, and he is. Way too open. That's pretty poor defence from our boys. That's two situations now where they've got the ball in the back, and luckily he was well offside, and I say well, the back heel might have actually been playing him on, but lucky there. It's 2-1 with 6 to go. 90th minute. I tell you what, a goal just popped up before in the 87th minute and then went away to Mbappe on the little score sheet you see off screen. So that was interesting. And now SMS, a ball in. Find someone, the cross cut out now. Morello here. That will make it 3-1. Right, it's wrapped up. Stop talking about stuff, buggy stuff that happened, Shaun. Good ball there. And we get a 3-1 lead, and we will be taking home the Trophee des Champions in our first game. SMS, it was Cedric who put this ball in, cut out from Tapsoba, but SMS back on the end of that Aguirre, lovely ball here for Jesus Morello. He's done some good work since coming off the bench, and we are 3-1 up in injury time, and we should be taking home the Trophee des Champions in our first game in charge. We had to come back from 1-1, but we've done it well. Morello just onside, and as we approach full time, we can praise the boys, I think, as we hold the ball in a good position late on. A Goumet to SMS, Bakar back to SMS. It'd be a lot easier if his name that popped up was SMS. Back into Aguirre, we're just holding possession here, waiting for the full-time whistle to go. and we win the Trophée des Champions, the first time PSG have done it for 3 years, I believe, because of course Monaco, when we've been in charge, have won it the last 2 years. But as a manager, we get 3 in a row, and we'll be up there in our blue and red kind of suit, which does actually match PSG quite well. We actually wore that suit while we were at Monaco anyway, so yeah, maybe that was foreshadowing something. But we get a trophy in our first game in charge of PSG. It's one the board didn't really care about. They weren't judging it, but a win's a win, and a trophy's a trophy, and we'll take that all day long. And a good start to our life here at PSG. There's the old cartwheel from Celescu. Only said that we were Monaco by accident once in that game, so that's not too bad. And yeah, stat-wise, we thoroughly deserved to win that game that comfortably. And as I said, considering the lack of tactical familiarity these guys have with what we do, we're only going to build on this. We had Felix playing in the midfield, which, while he can go there, probably doesn't suit him much. There's definitely some real positives we can take from this result, albeit the goal that Monaco got a bit frustrating because, boy, he was wide open. And it was the only shot on target in the whole game. When in the back of the net, we have 13. Luckily, we got some late ones to go in the back of the net and picked up the 3-1 win and a very good display. It looked like to start our time off here at Paris Saint-Germain. As you can see, there are the past winners. So yes, it was back in 26-27 that PSG last won this. We upset the apple cart the last few years with Monaco, but we, I suppose, get things back on track. Yeah, still feels weird saying that after the job change, but we've won the trophy for 3 years in a row, which is quite nice. As Le Mignon at Monaco looks like he's a bit filthy. Yeah, I think he's going to have a fun season there, though. He should be challenging us for the title, albeit hopefully as we get that tactical familiarity up, we can put a bit of a gap on them like they kind of have done to us the last few years, especially in the second half of the season. That's when these guys, who we are now managing, really seem to get into gear, and we receive 125,000 for that too. So pretty nice stuff. Mbappe man of the match, nice assist, some good chances. Absolute beast. Really looking forward to using him at front three when we're going to be able to put Felix, Augusto, and him up top. That's going to be scary for opposition teams, or at least it should be anyway. But that will do it for today's episode. We'll come back the next time. Probably have some more transfers. I'm not entirely sure about that. We've got till the end of the month. I say that. We're not even in August yet. But I think we're going to come back. You can see we've actually got another game against AS Monaco coming up. The Mbappe testimonial will be the first one of those I've played. And you also notice that they played our former Copa Libertadores winning team early in the season at the Club World Cup. I'm not sure how that happened because they got knocked out of the Copa Libertadores fairly early, I think, that last time around. They've just got a new manager, Atletico Nacional, but there do seem to be some weird teams that go to the Club World Cup. I will say that. I'm not sure how they picked the qualifiers for it, but yeah, not sure how Chelsea got there either, to be frank. Maybe it's because they won the Premier League and these guys won the League. Might be something to do with that perhaps, but it's certainly not based on the continental winning teams. Anyway, but tomorrow, look, I'm not actually too sure when we're going to be back for tomorrow's game. The first couple of games look like games we should be winning. The early one that stands out, based on their form from last season, is Marseille. That is on the 24th of August. We will be getting very close to the end of the transfer window then as well. We might even do a key highlight doubleheader. I'll see how I'm feeling. I do like the extended highlights more, though. I will say that we did the key highlights in our last game at Monaco, and it just felt a bit shortchanged in terms of highlights for you guys. So probably the Marseille game, and by then we should have a pretty good idea about our transfers that are coming in or have come in. So that feels like a good time to be coming back, and we'll be at the Stade Orange Velodrome for what could be a very important early season game, considering that late in the season is when we do take on Monaco in League 1. But if you have enjoyed today's episode, then please do go down below, leave a thumbs up on it. And if you are new here and have enjoyed what you have seen, then also remember to go down below and hit that subscribe button and turn that notification bell on while you are there. Thank you very much for watching. Marseille tomorrow, I think, is what we'll come back for. Until then, keep on keeping on. We'll have some transfers then. I will see you then. Cheers.